Hey, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Jamie, and this will be a reading for Cancer. Make sure to like the video if this is your reading. If you have not already, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I do offer personal readings. That information is in the description of the video. I'll also pin it in the pin section of the comments. And I offer a membership, so if you want to check that out, you can go to the membership tab and see everything I do over there. If you're new to tarot, just know that not every reading is going to resonate. So if you feel like I'm wrong, please just disregard the reading. I'll pull cards like King, Queen, Emperor, and Empress, and those cards describe a really specific personality but have nothing to do with the sex or gender of the person being described. And some folks feel like the energies are reversed, and of course you can take the reading that way. Okay. Something really good, something positive is happening here. We have the emerging butterfly card. I try new things. As an emerging butterfly, I leave my safe chrysalis so I can soar. My mind and body grow stronger as I embrace new, healthy experiences. This newness adds color and beauty to my life. And dance. Allow yourself some fun each day, just as the sun dances with the morning. Wow, with the moon each night with the morning. There's something about in the morning. The overall energy here is the Queen of Cups. We have the Lovers, Gemini energy, the King of Swords, the King of Wands. What is going on with my words? For some of you, a King of Swords is relevant. And the Ten of Swords. The Seven of Wands, the Seven of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Three of Pentacles. For a lot of you, this is at work or in some type of important group setting. I think there's been some talk about you in a really positive way. I think that you're the type of person where, like, no matter what's thrown at you, you just kind of get through it. You figure out what you got to do, you make things happen, and you just solve issues. You are a problem solver. There is some experience, but there's also some type of passion behind what you do. And I think maybe everything that you do a certain way. And you're receiving some recognition and some attention here. And like I said, it's in a really positive way. People are speaking really well of you. Now, I do feel like there could be some issue with this, I want to say, where it's like right now there's a lot of attention and recognition on you, the Queen of Cups. And it's from someone who, could really like own a place, run a place, run a group. Like this person is, in a specific position. And then there's this other person here who could be used to receiving the attention or isn't necessarily receiving the attention that they want to receive. It's almost like everyone keeps looking at you. There are two different, really distinct personalities, though, right? There's the person who wants attention and they're doing things almost like to further themselves or advance themselves in some type of way. And then there's the person who's doing it out of genuine responsibility and respect. And, that's the Queen of Cups. It's not just about her, it's about others. And maybe that's the thing, is like you're much better at connecting with people and like creating like bonds with people than whomever this King of Wands is. And of course the gender just doesn't matter. I mean, you look at this King of Wands anyway. Now, oddly enough, I think this person also likes you. They also see you in this light, but at the same time, it's like they were expecting maybe to receive more recognition or attention than they did get, and maybe you are one of the people who does recognize them or give them the attention for what they do. So it's like hard to not like you. And I don't think that they don't like you. I just feel like they feel a little bit like you have stole their thunder or their sunshine in a situation here. The thing here is that there's someone else overlooking, and maybe the King of Wands knows this person better. They know that they're paying attention. They know that if they're talking good about somebody, like something great is going to happen for that person, or like, like they're just, it's almost like the recognition that they're wishing to receive is sort of like being filtered to you. And you may notice this other person start to act maybe a little different with you now. But it's not because of something that you've done personally. It's about how they're feeling like they haven't done something, some personal goal they've set. And I don't feel like this will be like forthright. Like I don't think someone will be like rude to you or something. I think they'll just be put in a weird position where it's like how they wanted to be treated or respected or appreciated instead you're doing. But because the position that they're in, they have to kind of eat that. And it's because of whoever this Queen of Pentacles is, having some type of special recognition with you here. So let's see why this is relevant, what's happening here. What's interesting though is like I think that you're quite good at like maybe dealing with stress at work, or like like how you cope with work. Like you're just better at being like a team player or a team member. Maybe you don't get so stressed as easily or something. Someone else is, they get easily stressed and they care about, like, they need to be validated to feel good at work. And I don't think you do that. This does feel like work. It doesn't have to be though. Whatever the situation is, period. Someone requires some like external validation while you really don't. Like, so why it's relevant: the King of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, the Hierophant, some Taurus energy, the Six of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Three of Cups, and at the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Pentacles. Ooh, that's why. It's not so much about a person, like, not just receiving the recognition. It's almost like something bigger is happening for you here. It's like they want to see you in a certain position, or like they're offering you something totally different here. because it's like the work that was expected out of another person really didn't happen. I think that the reason that you're being recognized is because maybe, like, you're able to handle something better than someone else, or handle responsibility more than someone else. There could be some reprimanding from whoever this King or Queen of Pentacles is on this Queen of Wands. And more attention on the positive note towards you. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like a weird energy where someone else feels almost like they're sort of like being cut out, or they're hurt by how they're being like reprimanded by a person or overlooked by a person. This person may quit if this is a job, or leave if it's a group situation. So I think someone's feeling more strongly, or they're not letting on like what's truly going on. It's almost like a responsibility that was supposed to be someone else's you handled, and you did it because you had to. But someone else is, I think, incompetence. I want to say it was like noticed by a higher up, but in that specific situation, because of how you handled it, that also was noticed. So there is some talk about this, a conversation that's happening that does not actually have anything to do with you, although I think an offer will be given to you. That'll be a conversation, but I'm saying another conversation that's being had that is without you is making whoever this King of Wands feel some type of way, and they actually might leave. There's something about this person feeling like they're not. So if that's not someone that you want to leave, you know what I mean? You need to know that this person is feeling unrecognized, like they worked really hard, and someone else is receiving the attention. And it's not that you shouldn't. You should receive positive attention according to them, but it's like they aren't seeing themselves getting where they thought they would. There's something about the person themselves where if somebody leaves, they feel some type of way because an expectation that someone held of them sort of hasn't been met the way they wanted. Now, I don't think that whoever the King or the Queen of Pentacles is wants someone to leave. They just had questions surrounding, like why, someone else was like handling something, or like what's been going on. Or they just recognized how, when you did it, they kind of liked how that was done. It would be, if this is a job, someone liked how I closed. And so then they go to the manager and they're like, I really liked how this person closed. I want everybody to close like this. To the manager who's been closing totally differently for like 5 years, they might feel some type of way. Like, what the like this person's going to do it one time for me when I can't be here and do it better than me. Something like that. It's like something stupid, but it's not stupid. It can be really invalidating. This person feels invalidated. So for some of you, you like this person. You don't want them to quit. If they start acting funny, it's because they're feeling invalid and they may just need someone to validate them. For others of you, you really don't give a shit if somebody quits. You may also feel like they're incompetent, like they have been putting most of the responsibility or the workload really onto you. And for all that, you might as well just have their position. Well, that might actually be happening here. So, because whoever the King or the Queen of Pentacles is, I feel like they're not a mean person, but they're a very direct person. And the Queen of Wands, I don't think will handle that quite as well. So someone could be feeling like it's time to part ways right now, leave a place. But again, it's not like based off of someone wanting them to, or someone like really scrutinizing them or something. It's about how someone else is being commended and it's not them. And that's different, It'd be, different if someone like sat you down and was like, hey, what the hell, but it's like this person's internal feelings that they are not like valid in whatever the situation is here, that they're not doing things right, or nothing is turning out the way they need. So it just looks like complicated, although it doesn't fully involve you. I feel like for the most part, you're just like minding your business and doing your own thing. This is just what you do, you know? It's about how someone else is feeling, even though it may be sort of directed at you. It's not actually because of you. It's not like something that you have done, you know? It's their own personal struggle, what's going on with them, and the fact that you are being validated and receiving attention from the people that they were looking to have it from. So it just, you know, don't let someone else steal your sunshine or your win just because they feel like that's what you're doing to them. You know, it's, I don't know, I feel like it's your time to shine, and you're allowed to enjoy yourself, you know. It's just kind of weird because to me, what it seems like, to be honest, if we're going to put it into real words here, is somebody being upset with you because they couldn't do something that they promised to do and you could. And that's just silliness, you know. It just, you know, it just doesn't have anything to do with you. It's not something that you did. You just handled the responsibility that you were asked to do. So you can expect some changes this week. I'll see you soon.